This is the easiest way to evaluate a demand setup. This is all you have to do. Number one, you got to ask yourself, are you in your trading session? Right now it's 426. I am not, so I wouldn't be taking this. So that's step number one. Step number two, look at news. Are there news? Now, I'm not going to look right now because, I'm just not taking this. But make sure you're going to forexfactory.com. Look at the calendar. Look at any red folder news. And if you see anything for that one candle, like for example, I said it's 427 right now. So let's say this is 16:15. Let's just say, and that's 4. So 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's 4. So 4:15. The next candle, let's just say that there was news at, let's say 4:30. If there are red folder news, you can't take trades this close to news because the candles, like price, is not going to move much. So make sure that there are no news. So that's number two, no red folder news. Number three, you got to draw the zone. Make sure that you have the zone right there. Highlight it. And I have a video on this. If you don't know how to do that, I have a video for that. So number four, make sure that there is break of structure. And this is the previous structure right here. Now, when looking at this setup structure, this is just market structure. In an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. And we draw that right here. We got the higher high, higher low. Now, technically, there was a break of structure because we have a higher high here. But it's losing gas. It's losing momentum. So this is not a setup that you really want to take because look at resistance here. It's happening right in this area. Let's look at it together. So right around this area where I drew these two horizontal lines, there is resistance right there. So yes, there are candles that are in this zone, but look, there is a bunch of liquidity here in this zone right here. You have all that liquidity, all of the stop losses and everything, that's all here. So you don't necessarily want to take a trade there. So a setup like this one, going to back to the 5. You don't want to take that. I went over by much, but here we go. Okay. You don't want to take that. That's dangerous. I mean, not for buys, not for a demand setup. Because again, this right here, it could just dump. And you don't want to catch something that's dumping. You don't want to catch a falling knife. This, you definitely don't want to do that. Unless you want to lose money. If that's what you're doing, if that's what you're in the market for, go ahead by any means. Go ahead and lose money. But I'm giving you the sauce. I'm telling you what not to do. If you know what not to do, it's going to be easier to make money trading. So, but you have to look at this. Where are the support and resistance zones? Where is liquidity? I just showed you, and I'm going to put this here so that you could see it clearly. All this area right here is liquidity. Price failed to close above this previous high right here. So right now, this is just all liquidity. Everybody got stopped out here. Like whoever was going to sell here, buy. No, yes, sell. Whoever was going to sell here, they got stopped out. Like in this whole area, they got stopped out by this wick. So now price, because it is later in the day, you just see it playing around here. So you have to be able to read that in the market. You have to be able to read what's going on right now, currently, recently. That's something else. Like people like to go back so far, but this already happened. Like this, it's not that it has nothing to do with what's happening now. It does, because you want to make sure that you know where you are in the market. You want to know where you are in the trend. But what's going to matter the most when you're about to take an entry, you have to look at what's happening within your trading session and the last few candles. I mean, here in this structure right here, you want to see, like here, the market right now is stopped trending and now it's moving sideways. Look at this. So from this point on, from 1:05 p.m. to now, to 4, right now this candle is at 4:20. Since this time right here, since 1:05, the market, it just entered into this sideways movement, into this sideways zone or sideways movement. So you have to know what's going on. So yes, it was trending. It's no longer trending now. It was trending out here. It stopped trending. You have to know what's happening. So in this case, this 5-minute demand setup, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking this because we are moving sideways. So if I take it, first of all, if I'm waiting for my entry signal, a break of the candle, putting my stop loss like right about there, and we go for a 1-to-1. Even a 1-to-1 is going to be hard. Like right there. Let's put it here. It's going to be hard to reach that because we are moving sideways. Not that it won't happen, but it's just going to be hard because it might just do this for a little bit. So, especially if the entry ends up being a little bit higher, if the entry ends up being like about up here and you have the stop loss down here and you have to come all the way up here. You see, I'll leave it at 1 to 1.01. That's fine. Just for the example. But it has to reach a higher price. And most likely you end up losing before that happens. So you have to know the current market condition before you take a demand setup. So I make this quick video just to go over the things that you have to look at, the things that you have to consider. This is not extensive by any means. It is not extensive by any means, but I did wanted to share this nugget with you. So let me know in the comments, whatever questions you have, let me know. Like the video. If you like it, the algorithm is going to show it to a lot more traders. Stop being selfish. If I'm not being selfish and I'm giving this to you for free, you could just help out other traders. Go ahead and like the video right now. Right now, go ahead. I'm looking at you. All right, did you like it? Share it, subscribe, and if you want to join the Discord, click on the link that's below in the description. If you don't join, it's going to be very hard to figure this stuff out on your own. If you have been trading for a while, this is not for you. You know what you're doing. But if you're struggling, that's going to be the best thing that you could do. Because with these videos, I could show you all this stuff. But in the Discord, you're going to see it in real time and you could ask questions. You're going to have questions. When you're seeing this stuff in real time, you're going to have questions. We're going to help you figure it out. Go ahead and join it right now.